Welcome, YouTube and Twitchers.
Listen to me. This is us, Billy. It's me singing, Mike playing guitar.
Wow. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be a free man. I'm gonna find a gonna make it so quite clear. Yeah. What's up there, boys and girls? This is the Chris and Mike Show. He's Mike. I'm Chris. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and chrisandmikeshow.com. We are also being sponsored by Riverside FM, the one and only resource for podcasting platforms. So welcome to the show. We have a really cool guest here today. His name is Billy McNamara. You may know him as William McNamara. I just screwed up your name, Billy. Damn it. I'm sorry.
Everybody always
So, but I pride myself not doing that, man. So here we are, Billy. We're going to go on an elevator ride. You're going to give us a 30-foot ride, a 30-floor ride up, and tell us who you are, what you're all about, and why you decided to come on this show that's blasting out to 100 countries live right now.
Thanks for coming on, Billy.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. So I, in the 90s, early 2000s, was a pretty successful actor. Grew up in New York City, lived in,
Nice.
ended up,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Manhattan. Yep. East 72nd.
Cool.
And I was kind of stuck going to like boarding schools when I was a kid and stuff like that.
Oh.
So it was not the most exciting life.
Right.
I got a good education, but that of course, is nothing for me.
Right.
Don't forget going to college, kids. Don't do it. It's a waste of time.
What did your parents do that you went to boarding school, Billy?
Yeah, right. Good question.
Get a lit degree. That'll get you far.
What did your parents do that you ended up going to boarding school? Were they like business people or?
Yeah, my mom married a guy who was an investment banker in New York. It was her.
Okay.
So my stepfather, and that's kind of he went to boarding school. His kids went to boarding school. His grandparents went. His whole family went to boarding school.
Okay.
And it was just a way to get me out of the city, because growing up in the city, for a little kid is. I mean, it's great because I got it. Once I was able to figure it out, I was able to get in a lot of trouble very easily. So it is a good place. It's a lot of fun. But that fun can be a distraction. So I guess boarding school is a good. And so he was an investment banker at a place called Solomon Brothers. And in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, Solomon Brothers was like the first real hedge fund company, I think.
Oh, for sure, I've heard of it.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that was that. And then, but I couldn't wait to get out of there. And the second I figured out. I started as an actor. I started getting a lot of jobs, or had to fly to LA all the time and I found a place on the beach in Malibu for $1,900 a month, and I think I was paying $2,500 a month for a tiny 1-bedroom on the super duper west side between 8th and 9th.
That's crazy.
Yeah, with no view. And so I'm like, what am I doing in New York? I should be right here. And that's what I did. So I made the move, and I worked a lot as an actor, and it was a fantastic run. Things slowed down a lot. Well, also, I got really involved in animal activism and animal rescue.
I saw that.
So I went to I started doing that almost full time, and I had saved some money because I was on a TV series on Showtime called Beggars and Choosers. I was paid well, and so. But, and I thought, I could always take time off and I could always come back, to Hollywood. Well, not necessarily so. And so I sort of run out of money. I thought I better get back to New York. I mean, back to back to Hollywood. And try getting jobs. Not so easy. And that's
Even with your history and career because you have over 100 credits to your name, 165 or something like that. I mean, even with that long tenured career of credits, it was you found it hard to get roles. That's surprising to me.
It's just the way it is. I don't know.
Okay.
You're right. I'm actually surprised too, and I continue to sit around and think about what happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't do me any good though.
Because remember, memory serves right. You've never been tied up in any type of controversy. You've never had like a leaked sex tape. You weren't associated with any bad guys and stuff. You were just
wasn't part of the Me Too.
Right.
No.
You were just a really good on-screen actor that had some great roles, your great character roles, things like that. Like Mike and I love the Copycat serial killer thing because we have this gallows humor fascination with serial killers, and we'd love to have one come on the show, but that's just, physically impossible.
Yeah, actually, when you reached out, Billy, I told Chris, I said, our ship has come in. We're going to have at least a guy who played a serial killer on the show. That's as good as we can get right now. And that was one of my favorite movies in the 90s, Billy. I love that movie. And you did such a great job at it. I watched it again last night, and I forgot all the people that were in that movie. You were like 7th billing under 6 big name actors, and everybody recognizes your name too, so that goes to show you how many stars were in that movie, starting with Sigourney Weaver, obviously.
Well, Harry Connick.
I have to say something interesting about, I think it's like 4 or 5 months ago. One morning I woke up, and all of a sudden I had all these new followers on Instagram. It was so strange. I'm like,
really?
in the thousands, and I was like,
wow,
what's going on? Because I had I gained a lot of followers when I was doing all the fire rescues during the Palisades fire, because I was filming the fire. People were seeing footage they couldn't see anywhere else. But just for no reason, I woke up and I was just checking my Instagram. I'm like, what the heck? Like 2,000 followers overnight.
Wow, nice.
2,000 followers, and then I think it was like a Monday morning or something. And Monday morning, I go to IMDb Pro, check your IMDb Pro number. My number is usually between 5,000 and 8,000, which is not great.
Okay.
But not bad for a guy, an old white guy, but it's not great. Not great. And my number was like 148. I was above Nicole Kidman. And I'm like,
wow.
Maybe I died. I thought, what happens is, I die. And their numbers get incredible. They get a lot of followers. It's like just my luck, too, by the way. I'm going to die, and Trouble Kill is going to be a hit, right? 10 years from now, I'll get it drop dead for whatever reason, and boom, that's when everything's going to hit. So I thought maybe there was a rumor or something I died, but I thought, who even knows who I am these days? But maybe.
Right.
And so, and then I started reading the messages on Instagram. Oh my God, I just saw you in this movie on Netflix. It's trending, called Copycat. So a whole new generation. It was trending on Netflix all over the world, not just the United States.
Yeah.
And it was like in the top 5. So I got a lot of offers. I was working a lot. That's now petered out, of course. But so I started working a lot again, and that was great. And so that's basically the story, the elevator pitch in a nutshell.
Can we back up just a little bit, Billy? So you said that you grew up in New York. You went to the boarding schools. How old were you when you decided to go from New York to, you said Malibu, right?
Probably like 25 years old.
Okay, so there's the poster for Copycat. So you got Holly Hunter, right? Dermot Mulroney, Billy McNamara, and then Harry Connick Jr. and Sigourney Weaver. Yep. There you go. There's
and people
young
don't
Billy.
realize it, but the poster of the reflection of the two ladies in the glass, that face is mine. Yeah. The poster.
Oh, right on.
Oh, that's cool.
People don't realize that. So that's my face.
So this whole face is you.
That's correct. That's my nose.
That's cool,
my lip.
Man.
That is
right on, man.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a great poster.
It is a great poster.
So what got you into acting, man? I mean, you said that school wasn't your thing. So where was this transition where you said, I'm going to try this out because I think it looks interesting?
Well, as a little kid, my mom was friends with an actress who was very big in the 70s. You guys are too young to remember, but
maybe who?
Valerie Perrine. You wouldn't know who she is. If you Googled her, you might. She was in the original Superman. She was in a great movie called Lenny with Dustin Hoffman about Lenny.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that movie.
Lenny was a good movie. Yep.
Great movie. And so anyway, so my mom was friends with her. So I hung out. I got to hang out in L.A. a few times on the set and of movies and stuff and meet. And, Valerie had people over at her house, famous people. and I was enamored with it. I was like, wow, this is really cool. You know, this is great. And so it was like a seed that was planted in me. And, you know, I got to New York City and got to New York and was going to boarding school and stuff. And I always thought about, I want to be, you know, an actor. I want to do what those guys did, but I'm being steered in another direction.
Gotcha.
And so I was going along with the flow, and good news and bad news at the same time. My mom would get me a job every summer. She was close to the people that had a lot to do with 20th Century Fox. So every summer I got a job as a production assistant. If I was good in school, she would get me on movie sets. And I'd get to be like, first movie I worked on, I think, was a movie that Stanley Jaffe produced for sure. He might have directed it. It was called Without a Trace with Judd Hirsch and
yep.
Yeah,
I remember
that was
movie.
a great movie.
Yep.
I worked on that, and it was so much fun. I was exactly in my element. So every summer I got to do that, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so I had picked up a bad habit, unfortunately. That bad habit was cocaine.
Oh
no, been there.
Whoops.
That was a bad habit, and so it got me in a lot of trouble, and so finally my mom and stepfather kicked me out at a very early age, like 17, 18 years old, onto the streets of New York City.
Wow.
Which was not easy, right?
No.
And I fell into a photographer said, "Hey, you could be a model. Let me take pictures." Super nice guy. Paul Mero was his name. Phenomenal photographer. And he got me an agent and all this. And one thing led to another. I started making money in commercials and modeling. I was with Ford Models. So I started supporting myself, you know? And so I'm not sure if that hadn't have happened, I would probably be on Wall Street. I'd probably be on Wall Street. Probably be
like living on Wall Street, right? Because you were kicked out and homeless.
Right. Well, if I didn't get that drug problem, I might have gone, you know, to the Ivy League and worked on Wall Street, and you know, it would have been a terrible life. I would have been a billionaire or something.
Right. Sorry.
That would have sucked.
That was such a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked,
yeah, go ahead, Mike.
We talked about one of your most successful movies, obviously, was Copycat. There was one movie that I had forgotten about, Billy, that I want to ask you just kind of about the business side of it, because you did a movie with Donald Sutherland, Natural Enemy.
Yes.
Which on paper should have been a blockbuster, right?
Yeah.
Why was it not? I noticed it was direct to video, and I remember renting this when it came out at Blockbuster, simply because I'm a huge Donald Sutherland fan and I've watched everything that he was in. In your opinion, what makes a movie with that much firepower just not go over well?
Well, actually, that movie was never really meant to be in theaters that I know of. That movie, I think it originally premiered on HBO.
Okay.
So it was a movie that was made for television, but cable television. So the 90s, early 90s, cable TV was very different. It even had its own awards other than the Emmy Awards. It was called the Ace Awards. And the Emmys ended up buying the Ace Awards because the Ace Awards had all these great actors and great filmmakers in it. And the TV stuff was kind of, you know, 80s and 90s television. 8 is enough, which was good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was never really, so direct to video. Yes, it ended up on video, I'm sure. But I believe it was originally premiered on HBO, is what I think.
Okay.
And it was made for cable. And there were a lot of movies in the 90s, great movies that were made by companies like HBO or Showtime, was it Lifetime? They made all these great TV movies.
I want to ask you about that too, because I noticed a couple movies when I was going through my recovery. Somehow I found the Lifetime Movie Network, which is, you know, usually women watching those, but damn, there's some good movies on there. I don't care who you are. And you were in a couple of those.
Yes.
What is that experience like? Because they obviously churn out movies like they're going out of style, but they're good. They really are. I don't care who you are. They're good movies.
Well, my early Lifetime movie in the 90s was a fantastic television movie, and it was done by Lifetime, very unusual. It was directed by Diane Keaton. It starred myself,
nice.
Patricia Arquette, Reese Witherspoon, Beau Bridges. The DP was Janusz Kaminski. Who was,
See what I'm saying? They had big name.
Yeah.
They had big name stars in these movies.
Yeah. So Lifetime was going a very different direction. Was making really, really good, these great TV movies. And later on, now I've done a bunch of these Lifetime movies like The Wrong Student or The Wrong This or The Wrong Cruise or The Wrong Roommate or The Wrong.
Seen a lot of those too.
Yeah, and they churn them out. They're done in like 8 or 9 days.
They still suck you in. I don't care who you are. That was my question. How long does it take to make them? That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the better TV movies took about 20 days, but the ones they do today are like super low budget, like $250,000 budget.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I know you want to talk about your project that's coming up. We got plenty of time, man. Another thing I got to ask you about, because I love this movie and it touched my heart. I probably can't watch it again. That's how serious it was doing Time on Maple Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that, Chris?
No, I did not.
Do yourself a favor and watch that with Nikki. It is a powerful movie.
And again, that was Fox Television in the 90s. They also were making good TV movies.
Oh, it was great, man. Jim Carrey was in that movie.
Oh, Jim Carrey was fantastic. Lori Loughlin, Jim Carrey, Jim Sicking, B.B. Beige. I
bring up Jim Carrey because that shows him as an actor in that movie. He is an incredible actor.
He's fantastic. I agree. He was fantastic in it. And I've told the story on another podcast how he transformed from being not such a great actor to a phenomenal actor in less than 20 days. So I knew, I saw that transformation. I saw it in my own eyes. And I said to all my friends, this guy, Jim Carrey, is going to be a huge movie star. He's just unbelievable. He's like an animal when it comes to anything he does. It's like, boom, he just takes it on 1,000%.
And that was a true story, if I remember right, correct?
It's loosely based on the writer's life. Yes, the writer James Duff wanted to become a huge TV showrunner. He's won a bunch of Emmys. So yes, that was loosely based on his life growing up. I think it was in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
So I'm gonna dive into Trouble with Billy real quick here because I know you want to talk about that. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna play your trailer. And I don't think we'll get in trouble by the YouTube gods because,
we have the man himself here.
Well, and it's not a song. Usually we get in trouble if we play songs, if we play an artist song.
Oh, we had a trailer house do the trailer with its own music, so we own that music.
Oh, cool.
Billy. Hey, wow, you're not going out on auditions
right now? No. So my niece threw me out of the house. Right now I live in my car.
You want into the winner's circle.
Remember this actor from the 90s, Billy Mack? A real rising star, worked with everyone, lived the California dream, Then he disappeared. Yeah, by aliens.
Billy Mack, you're back. Yeah. And I got you a snack. It's not a main course, but you're gonna make a little moolah.
You see, there's people who are fans of yours. I'll just want cash in.
Autograph convention? You all right?
Unfortunately, Boo has an enlarged heart.
How long does she have?
A couple of months. Been doing heart transplants on dogs, but it's very expensive.
Do it. Book it.
How are you doing? How's your puppy?
I told you, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
You're a prostitute.
The world's not out to get you. I mean, if you think that it is, then it is. Embrace your failures. Let the world know your absolute truth.
It's Brokeback Mountain in outer space.
That sounds amazing. Looks like I'll be playing a gay astronaut.
Tonight is an audition, right? If you can convince her you're Rob Lowe, you're in.
Where is Rob Lowe?
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Under no circumstance are you to fuck Kozlov's girlfriend.
My mother dreamed about getting fucked by Rob Lowe.
I challenge Billy Mack. Fight to the death.
Hi, Billy. What the heck? Where's the
last time you hit the gym?
In 1994, I was getting in shape for a studio movie.
We want you to be the first leading man type who is openly in love with a transgender person.
One of the reasons why I like you so much is because I can tell you about the implant in my ass.
Wahlberg suggests that you
need to enroll in an acting school. So your teacher was James Franco.
Billy, I mean, he was on his way to stardom, but now it's difficult for him to even get a job because of his age and his lack of training. So please let him be a cautionary tale.
So true.
Getting kicked out of here, Artie dropped me as a client. It's the end. It's over. Back to living under a rock, I guess.
You got me.
Oh, I want to see that.
That looks great, man.
That looks amazing, Billy.
It's a great show, and we're streaming now. It's live on Red Coral Universe. I'll send you guys a link. There's like a QR code, and there's also a link and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Also,
yeah, I'll link it
it
to
on
your
the page.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll put it up on the page.
Oh, fantastic. And it also, you could go to theTroubleWithBilly.com.
Yeah. Right.
And it's on there as well. So it's easy to see. And it's free with ads.
Nice.
So talk
So
to
who
us
wrote,
about.
did you write that?
Yeah. I, of course. Oh, yeah. I wrote and directed it, based on a true story, unfortunately.
Now, are you really living in your car, man?
There were some rough times when I came back from my animal rescue stuff, and I had my pit bull, and for about 2 years I was down in Texas filming undercover filming all this exotic animal abuse, and me and my dog.
Oh, nice.
Living in a hotel. That ended up actually, I took that footage, cut it together. And me and my rescue partner, Allison Eastwood, and she plays the doctor, the cardiologist in The Trouble with Billy. We ended up with our own show, Rescuing Exotic Animals on Nat Geo Wild, the network. So it did pay off, but I ran out of money living in, spending every day in a hotel in Texas, in hotels with my dog, at $150 a day times 2 years. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
It was like
that's a lot of money.
And I came back to LA, and so I just to not only to cut this footage together and sell the show, but also to get back into acting again and make some money. And I had a pit bull. So in the early 2000s, now pit bulls, I see pit bulls everywhere, which is fantastic. I'm so happy.
Sure.
But in the early 2000s in LA, the landlord saw a pit bull that said, "Nope." There's some hotels that have to hide my dog. Not let them see that she was a pit bull. Yeah, they had a bad rap.
Stigma. They did because of all the gangsters, man.
Right.
All the gangster rappers.
Right.
And we actually had a producer, Lemoyne Alexander, super nice guy. I had him on the show a couple times. He was actually in the midst of all that '90s gangster rap stuff. He was producing that, and then he saw it going in a certain direction. He's like, "I'm out. I'm just out."
Wow.
This guy was making millions of dollars, and he actually, we had to pry it out of him, but this is a fact. He's responsible for over half of the rap music that came out between 1990 and the 2000s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
But he literally said it just like that, Billy. He said, when I saw it going from music to people killing each other, he said, that's not why I got into it. And he walked away from all that money and all those accolades.
Yep. He's a good guy, though. He's a really good guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna dive a little bit backwards here because you're Billy McNamara. NYPD Blue is one of my all-time favorite cop shows. How was that?
Well, the funny thing is, I think it was People Magazine or whatever. When I did the fires, like they were trying to get the press out so fast, that they would just see my name on. I only did one episode of NYPD.
Right. Well, I know.
Oh, it was.
But I love the show.
Oh, it was fantastic. That guy, I think his name was Dennis Franz. Is that his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah. Such a nice guy. Such a wonderful human being. And I think Schroeder was on there.
Yep, Ricky Schroeder. Yep.
Yeah,
Ricky
love
Schroeder.
him as an actor, too.
Yep.
Super good guy. So, no, and the director is Ed Begley Jr., who I'm friends with.
Oh,
So
nice.
the whole,
Right on.
the whole experience was fantastic. And Ed
That's
Begley's
cool.
such a great director. The actors are
Nice.
so nice. Oh no, that was a really good. Those are really good people that work on that show.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the second person that's told us Dennis Franz is a super nice guy. We had somebody else on that
They did.
Yeah, she wrote a book. I forget the problem. What is the Quest? Something Quest?
Freedom
Family
Quest.
Freedom Quest.
Deborah Masterson.
Deborah Masterson. Yeah, she like toured with Sammy Davis Jr. all the way. Like just an amazing life on stage. And but she had Dennis Franz. They did a short movie about somebody that they had military kind of.
He read the eulogy in the movie.
He read the
right?
eulogy, in the movie, and so she met him on the set of NYPD Blue, and same thing. She just like he was such a nice, welcoming human, which we loved, and that's why you're on the show, because you and I had the conversation. You're just an everyday, ordinary guy. You're not this some pompous. I'm an actor, and you could be, Billy, with all the people you've done things with. If you look at your resume, I mean, there's in the 90s, there's nobody you didn't really work with, which is
And you know what?
amazing.
I just thought about this. So Chris doesn't have to say it himself. He called me up right after he talked to you, and he's like, just so you know, the guy's legit, man. He said, I just had a 40-minute conversation with him, and it was just like you and I are talking right now. I said, that's cool, man. That's kind of what I expected. And here's why. Because of what you've just described over the first half hour of this show, you did live that dream, right? And you got to be there. You've been there, done that. But then you hit a wall where life and reality showed you where you came from, right?
Yeah.
So I expected you to kind of be that way simply for that. And when I saw your face, I was like, holy crap, man. Yeah, what happened to that dude? Because you were right there with, and I want to ask you about this too. What was working with the Coreys like? Because you were basically the third heartthrob of that era. I don't care what anybody says. You are. As soon as I saw your face, I knew who you were. I'm like, yeah, I remember that dude.
The Coreys, both of them nice kids, but not that. At the time, they didn't seem serious to me. I was like a New York actor trained in New York and Williams.
Oh yeah, big difference, right?
From the stock, a lot of Shakespeare and Chekhov and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't even think they know who Shakespeare or Chekhov is, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to slight them, and they took, and so Corey Haim was a very nice kid. They were just both of them sort of lost, and it was kind of like they were playing the big movie stars on the set all the time, and sometimes they wouldn't come to work because they were partying, so we'd have the day off, and so it just seemed unserious to me. But it's funny. I never really thought Dream a Little Dream was going to be much, but it's crazy. It's one of the movies that people still to this day contact me on Instagram and Facebook going, and mostly girls, which is great.
Of course.
Saying, oh, I had crush on Joel, and
Psycho Joel.
Yeah, Psycho Joel. Yeah. And I'm shocked and amazed by it. But I still have fans from Dream a Little Dream. So, and I have seen parts of it. I haven't watched the whole thing, but of course, anything with Jason Robards or Harry Dean Stanton. I mean, just to be in their presence and to watch, they're just incredible.
That was the first one I went back and rewatched, Billy.
Yeah.
Because I forgot I went to the movie theater to see all those movies. I went and saw Dream a Little Dream. I went and saw Chasers. I went and saw Copycat. I mean, I was I think you got us by almost, not quite a decade. I think you're like 8 or 9 years older than us. So I was at the movie theater.
He's 61.
Okay, so you got me by 8 years. I was at the movie theater seeing all those movies, man. That was prime time. The internet wasn't out then. That was the thing to do. So, like I said, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. As soon as I saw your face, I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I remember that dude. He's been in all kinds of stuff.
Wow. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I just pulled something up. I'm going to show you. This is kind of funny because when we do these conversations, Billy, I'm typically listening, asking questions, and I'm trolling the internet, looking for things about the people that we have on the show. So right there, you are one of the most unforgettable heartthrobs of the 90s.
Oh,
see, I just said that,
right? Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's Billy. There's Brad. I don't recognize. Is that John Stamos? Maybe I don't know who that is. I guess it probably would say on the bottom, but we're focused on Billy McNamara right now.
Yeah.
John Stamos is up there.
Of course,
John Stamos. John
Yep.
Stamos, William McNamara, Mario Lopez. I didn't think of
Mario
that.
Lopez,
Jared
Jared
Leto.
Le-
Jared
Leto.
Leto. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about Jared Leto, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
from 30 Seconds to Mars now.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you not know that Jared Leto's the lead singer for 30 Seconds to Mars?
I did.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Brad Pitt, obviously. Yeah,
Wow.
that's nuts, man. So there you are, Billy. You're still someone who's obsessed. People obsess about you still.
So-
Congratulations.
Can you send that link to me?
I can, absolutely.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it, 'cause I haven't seen that. I'm just curious to see
yeah.
what the heck it is. That's kind of cool.
Absolutely, man.
So
I
because you
appreciate it.
were
Sure.
such a great heartthrob, you got to be in a movie with one of the girls that I was absolutely in love with, Erica
Get ready for-
Aleniak.
Yeah, get ready for this question, Billy.
I didn't realize I'm afraid. See, now I'm tongue tied. I had forgotten in the middle of Chasers, you basically had a softcore porn scene with her.
Yes.
Please talk to me about that because you got to live my dream, brother.
Well,
I like how Billy was just like, yes, not yes, yes.
Well, it was tough actually
I
because
bet.
So hot.
her and I had basically fallen in love on set.
No,
Oh,
you really
Yeah.
did live my dream.
And so the problem was it was very difficult. Now she's my girlfriend to do this in front of this giant crew of people.
Right. So touch on that because a lot of people don't understand the concept when you have a love scene in a movie or TV show, you're not just isolated on the bed. You have massive cameras and directors and stand-ins and
Crew.
support staff. Right. Just like so on any given scene like that with a nude scene, lovemaking scene, whatever, what is it? I want to say maybe 30 people around that area at least.
At least, but they also had satellite monitors.
Oh God.
So there's there was probably 60, 70 people watching.
Wow.
Oh man.
At least.
That's why Viagra was invented.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes. So it was
It's
difficult.
not that
It
Billy
was
did that kind of
difficult,
movies,
but
you
at
know.
the same time,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was a great experience for me because I was doing this great movie with Tom Berenger, who I was a huge fan of, and of course doing and then I'm with Erica Liniak.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's at 99%.
We're good. You
That's
just froze
weird.
up there for a second.
Yeah,
Keep
and
going.
we're all 100. We're almost 100% all upload. That was weird that it froze. Sorry.
You're fine
So that
now.
was interrupted probably. So go ahead. Yeah, take a drink.
I just said that you said it was a phenomenal experience, because
Yeah.
I'm doing this great road movie with Tom Berenger, who I'm a huge fan,
Yeah.
and falling in love. And the funny thing is, I was invited to a premiere in Westwood for a big movie called Under Siege before this, right?
Yeah,
I remember
Good
that.
movie. Good movie.
And I saw Erica Liniak in that.
Yeah.
And I
Oh, yeah.
thought to myself, I couldn't even look at her on screen. I said, I don't want to even look at that girl because that's a girl that's so out of my league. I'll never be with a girl like that, unfortunately.
So beautiful.
Just
Yeah,
out of my league,
Yeah.
And and a year later,
There you go.
I'm on set with her, and I'm just like, wow, every dream of mine in the '90s came true. Every single dream.
That's fantastic. That's
was
fantastic.
incredible.
Now, how long were you and her together?
We were solid together for like three and a half years, I believe.
Nice. Which is a long time in Hollywood, right?
It's a long time. That's a long time for me. I don't think I've been with anybody more than 6 months.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
We're living the same life.
That's surprising, man. I've been with my wife for 31 years, man.
Wow.
You know. Yeah. One of those.
Billy and
one
I
of
are
those rare
nomads.
Yeah.
We're nomads roaming the earth.
Yeah, but if you saw my wife, you'd be like, yeah, okay, I can see where you're married to her for 31 years. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's beautiful
There you
and a
go.
sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah. And smart and has a master's degree. She's everything, man. She's the sun. Sunrise, sunset. So let's talk a little bit about your animal rescue program. I tried to find it online. What do you have a name for it? Is it you?
What do you mean
just-
animal rescue program? It's not really a program.
Well, like
it's
you
just we
like
rescue animals.
Okay, sure. You're doing tongue twisted. So
Now,
that's just you
I
doing
am
the thing
on
that
the
you
board.
love, right?
I'm on the board of directors of Eastwood Ranch Foundation,
Okay.
which is Allison Eastwood's foundation, which we have a facility in Agora Hills, California.
Okay.
And we rescue a lot of dogs and cats and get them adopted. It's a phenomenal, beautiful facility.
Cool.
So that would be the only thing I would say.
Okay, for those that don't know, Allison is Clint Eastwood's daughter, correct?
That's correct. Yes, she is.
Okay.
And so the rescue stuff, it's just, I was a crew member of Sea Shepherd, so people can look Sea Shepherd up. They're a pretty well-known.
Oh, wow. I followed that. Yeah, Whale Wars.
Direct. Yep, Whale Wars. Exactly. Whale Wars. And so so I was part of the Taiji Dolphin Cove campaign. And so that, and then, I've done a lot of fire rescues, the Woolsey fires, then just recent Palisades fires. So it's a lot of individual stuff, but yeah, I was a Sea Shepherd for sure. I was a crew member.
Okay. So since Chris took us down that road, how do you feel about Paul Watson separating himself from that organization? And how do you feel about where they're going forward? Because I just read about that maybe in the last 2 weeks.
Well, I'm very far removed. I haven't been involved with them for over 10 years. And there's just a lot of politics that go on with these organizations that get really big. I mean, for example, I don't know if you know this, but Paul Watson is the founder of Greenpeace.
I do.
Did you know
Really?
that?
Yep.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes,
I was today years old.
Him and like two or
Wow.
three guys and gals from I think they're Canadian, I think. And they started Greenpeace, which is the most famous, world famous thing.
Yeah.
And Greenpeace, all of a sudden, after those big whale videos were out, Greenpeace started getting massive amounts of donations and attention and movies and television and 60 Minutes, you name it. And tens of millions of dollars came into Greenpeace. And with that money came in, all of a sudden, Greenpeace stopped rescuing whales. Their whole mission statement is let's save the whales. And then they didn't tell anybody. They just took that money and they stopped saving the whales.
Wow.
So
that's messed up.
So Paul Watson left. And he said, I got into this to save whales, but now they've got a board of directors. So it's a whole you and your friends start an organization on your own and you hit it big. You think, oh, this is going to be great. We'll have more money. We'll have more ships. We can save more whales. But no, then you get a board of directors. Then you get people that are donating money. And people don't realize this. I mean, I don't know if I should say this. This is a major controversial issue, but
it's up to you, man. No pressure.
A lot of the oil companies like Exxon started donating large amounts of money to Greenpeace.
Really?
And directed Greenpeace to stop saving whales and start attacking the nuclear industry.
Really?
And
wow. Look, Mike's shaking his head, so Mike knows that's true.
And that's what Greenpeace did. Greenpeace all of a sudden said, oh, nuclear power is dangerous. Nuclear power is dangerous, bad. And they started doing protests on nuclear power plants.
Well, he just taught me something.
Plants are competition to oil.
You actually just taught me something, Billy. Paul got pushed out of 2 organizations that he started.
Correct.
So he got pushed out of Greenpeace because of politics. Correct. And now he got pushed out of Sea Shepherd, which he started that too. And the same thing. It was politics. He got pushed out of that as well.
Correct. Yeah. I hope you guys don't have a wide audience, because if you do, I'm going to get sued.
We do. We 100 countries, Billy.
Allegedly. Billy said allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is what happened.
Yeah, it was allegedly.
Allegedly.
In Billy's opinion.
Assumption.
That's all you got to say. In my opinion.
You sign that disclaimer at the beginning, so everything, nobody can touch you. Okay. It's all your opinion and the opinion of the show.
Yes.
And really, who's going to sue Billy McNamara, man? Come on. He's a legend. Yeah. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
And all things. So I scrolling through your stuff. Who would you say, this goes back to your movie career, who would you say was one of those like aw shuck moments? Like we were talking yesterday, you and I, and how I'm not a starstruck guy, because everybody's a human, right?
Sure.
But was there one person that you worked with that were just like, holy shit, like, wow, I'm in front of this, I'm doing a scene with this person?
Well, there's a lot of them like that. I mean, my first big movie, the Warner Brothers film that put me on the map, I think, was a movie called Stealing Home with Jodie Foster.
Right. Yep. I remember that.
Well, all my scenes were opposite Jodie Foster.
Okay.
So for me, as a little kid, I've always watched movies as a little kid, even before I've always been into movies, and two movies that my mom and dad would let me watch R-rated movies. They were good.
Nice.
They were so Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro.
Oh, great movie.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one that Jodie Foster's in, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore.
Yes,
That's
that is a good movie.
great
That is a
movie.
really good movie.
And so that, and then the other movie that's not in Jodie, and I haven't worked with Tatum O'Neal, but Paper Moon. Those movies were my favorite movies as a kid. Now I've never worked with Tatum O'Neal. Met her, hung out with her, but I never worked with her. But Jodie Foster, I was like, oh, you're doing a movie with Jodie Foster, Billy. If somebody had told me that as a little kid, it would be impossible. It's not even possible to do that, actually.
Now, how was she to work with?
Amazing.
That's what I've heard. She's very down to earth.
Amazing. And I've told the story on other podcasts about, and I'll mention it again. A little piece of it is, I'm going to give you the bullet point version of it. All the guys had to screen test opposite Jodie Foster. There's like 4 or 5 very well-known actors. I'm not going to mention their names. I can mention one because he's no longer alive, who's a great actor, and I knew him. He's a nice guy. He was Matthew Perry, for example.
Okay.
But all these other actors. So anyway, and at the end of my screen test, she pointed at me and said, "This is your guy."
Oh,
I was like,
right
"What?"
on.
I couldn't believe it, right? Lo and behold, I guess she had a lot of pull, and they were like, okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. And I'm in the movie. And so the movie starts, and I've got all these, I'm so excited to work with Jodie Foster. I'm so excited to get to know her, and hopefully maybe we could be friends.
Right.
And so I'm doing the movie, and she is very private.
Okay.
And after either rehearsal or a take, she would run right back to her trailer and isolate inside her trailer. And I thought, so I'm trying to talk to her, like small talk and know her other than our scene, right?
Right.
I thought, okay, lunch. She's got to sit out with the crew. We all sit out. We have we have the caterer.
Yeah.
No, she gets her food and she runs into her trailer.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, and most of my scenes are with her and no other the lead actors in the movie. So I'm the only actor on set that day. So I'm like, oh wow, got nobody to talk to. I was hoping to talk
that
to her.
sucks.
Yeah. And so she did not talk to me off set.
Weird.
Very weird. And we're in Philadelphia for a month or two. We're in New Jersey for a month or two. So there's plenty of free time. What are you doing at nighttime?
Sure.
There's nothing to do in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So it was a very strange thing. And I was very disappointed. And I thought, well, she doesn't like me, or she's just very private. She's very intelligent and private. And she's, that thing happened back then, by the way. So there was a possible excuse for it. That thing happened where that guy that I think he shot Reagan or something, and he said he did it with Jodie Foster.
Right. Yeah.
So there was a weird
Jr.?
controversial thing that happened back then that I know that she was definitely sensitive about.
I can see that.
So there's a very good possibility. However, that's not the case.
Okay.
Case was, so towards the end of the movie, we're shooting at the Jersey Shore, and we got a week or two left of the movie. And the last week, Friday, on set, she goes, "Oh, hey, Billy, I had my car because I live in New York City, so I had my little BMW 320i. So I had my car.
Okay.
She's from California, so I had my car. And she said, "Hey, Billy, I need your help tonight and for this weekend and for tomorrow." Are you talking about Billy, me?
Like, now you know who I am.
Yeah, I'm Billy. And she's never talked to me before, so I'm shocked. This is, 10 weeks on a movie set.
Yeah.
And she said, "Yeah, you got a car, right?" I said, "Yeah, I got my car, of course." And she said, "Well, I want to do a wrap party for the crew." We each had our own house they gave each actor their own house on the beach in the Jersey Shore.
Nice.
That's so she said, she said, "Yeah, I need your help. I'm going to do a wrap party. I need to go to the store, and I need you to help me do some,
shopping.
Yeah. And I'm like, I go, oh, of course. So now I'm super excited. I can't believe this person's talking to me. I'm shocked.
Right.
And so we go shopping. We get along really well. She's very talkative and everything is great. And I'm like,
yeah,
a completely different person. And so then we have the party Saturday night, and we are all drinking and having a great time.
Yeah.
And we get a little tipsy, me and Jody and everybody. And then the party winds down. And then it's just me and Jody at her house. And she said, let's go for a walk on the beach, just like from a scene from Stealing Home, the movie. So we walk along the beach at like 2 a.m. It's a beautiful night, big moon, and we're holding hands, just like the movie.
Nice.
It was like, I'm living, and I couldn't believe it. Out of nowhere, she grabs my hand, and we're walking. And we did, I probably shouldn't say this, we did kiss and fool around that night too. You know?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And so anyway, she said to me, she goes, I just want to tell you something. I said, sure. Yeah. She said, you know, I really think you're a very good actor, Billy.
Nice.
That's awesome.
She gave me a compliment. I was like, oh, wow, thank you. And she said, so we're talking some more, and she's giving me compliments and just saying how much she likes me. And I was shocked to hear this because she never talked to me.
Right.
And so I said to her, I said, oh, well, can I ask you a question? She said, yeah, anything. I said, well, at the screen, because she said I'm a good actor, right? I said, I'm a good actor, you said. She goes, yeah, you're a good actor. Is that why you pointed to me and said, this is your guy?
Yeah.
And I thought she was going to say, yes, you're the best actor in the world. You're better than all those guys. That's not what she said.
Oh.
She said the other guys were too tall.
I was going to just say that. Was it a height thing? There's so much of that in Hollywood, though, right? You got to be the right height.
Yep.
And it's mind-boggling because you don't realize how tall people are. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't realize how tall.
6'4".
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
6'4". But there's more to the
crazy,
story.
Man. Okay.
So then I said to her, we had a little laugh about that, you know,
sure,
and because she's a genius, and so then we talked some more. I said, well, you know, it's funny, I felt like you didn't like me. She goes, oh, what makes you think that? And I told her, you never talked to me for 9.5 weeks. What do you think? Yeah. And she goes, oh, let me ask you a question, Billy. When you came to set to do a scene with me, what was going on? I said, well, that was my only 5 minutes that I had with you. And so the lines meant nothing. I just wanted to be with you and communicate with you energetically. Forget the lines. I didn't care what the lines were. I was just so excited to be with you. And she goes, right.
Oh. So that kept you in character, and it kept her in character, and it avoided the familiarity because that would change the dynamic of the roles.
Well, it was her. She was in charge, and she actually made me a better actor than what my potential is. She actually made me a good actor. If it wasn't for her,
that's a great story.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right on. So, what else do you want to talk about here, Billy?
I mean, we've covered a lot there.
What's that?
Well, here's the flip side of that question, Billy. And you don't have to name names, but what's one of the worst experiences you've ever had?
Oh, there you go.
The worst was probably Don Johnson on a movie I got fired from because of him. He didn't like me.
Oh.
Yeah, called Dead Bang. Not a great movie. John Frankenheuer directed it. And it was just an all-around bad experience.
You kind of have that sneaky suspicion that Don Johnson is kind of an asshole. I've always kind of got, I love the character in Miami Vice. Like, I love when he goes to the dark side. That's my favorite 2 or 3 episodes in that entire series. But he's always kind of, to me anyway, watching him and how he carries himself, I always kind of thought he was probably one of those pompous, narcissistic assholes that just walked around with the fact like, I should be here because I'm Don Johnson. Not that it took all these people to help me get to this level, but I'm Don Johnson.
Unfortunately, that's the error that I kind of see him carry as well. And I think that he was unfortunate in that he really never had a downturn, right? He became huge in the 80s, and then he just continued that with Nash Bridges in the 90s and whatever else. I mean, he didn't really have that downturn. He picked up right where Miami Vice left off, and he kind of has been catered to his whole career, and that doesn't excuse it. I think that just tells you why someone could end up that way, you know?
Yeah.
Now, did that hurt your career, getting fired from that set, from that movie?
It did. It definitely hurt my career. And that was definitely hurt my career and also my confidence. So not only the career, the bad thing, but it also made me like second guess everything I was doing from then on.
What year was that, Billy?
Like probably like 89 or 90.
Okay,
I
so
can't
this
remember.
is at the beginning
late
of your
80s.
career.
Correct.
Your beginning, yeah, okay.
Correct.
Was that after Stealing Home or before?
That was after Stealing Home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just did this great movie with Jodie Foster, and then you end up on a movie with Don Johnson, and that doesn't go so well. So you had a great experience, and then right away you had a horrible experience. That's terrible.
Right. Yes.
The life of an actor.
Yep.
So how many movies have you actually been in? Do you know?
But at least, I don't know, but at least 150, probably more.
Okay.
And, you know, basically the reason why I did The Trouble with Billy for two reasons. One, nobody would ever let me do a comedy. They said, no, Billy, you're a dramatic actor. You're not a comedian. So I've always struggled with that. With my agents and managers, like, can you please submit me for these things? And no, nobody thinks you're funny. So I had to write and direct this and finance this whole thing myself.
Okay.
And so, and that was Justice for Vincent. Yeah, that's a serious dramatic role. And so, yeah, I had to do everything myself on The Trouble with Billy because I just wanted people to, you know, accept me as a, you know, I want to do comedy. I love comedy. And you never let me.
Well, I think most actors have the ability to do both. I mean, you look at some of the greatest comedic actors in the world, like Robin Williams could do drama like crazy. So I think it's the same concept. You can flip that switch and you can be just as good as a dramatic actor as you can a comedic one, but you get kind of stuck in typecast, right?
Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely.
Which sucks.
Yep. Yes.
You know?
That's right.
I'm obviously scrolling your Facebook page and your photos.
Oh, yeah.
Give people an idea from beginning to end, Billy, how long it took you to put that together.
The Trouble with Billy. It took a really long time, 10 years altogether, because when I got started, I was doing these little vignettes. It was never meant to be anything. I was doing little vignettes for Facebook years ago with my original pit bull, the original dog Boo. Twinkie plays Boo. So when my original dog passed away, Boo, that was it. And I would never get another dog again, especially a pit bull. So I stood the whole thing down for a couple of years. That's why it took so long. And I thought, well, no dog, no show, no movie, no nothing. I can't get another dog because because I just can't do it. I can't go through the heartbreak again. And so, there's Allison Eastwood. And there's Jim Carrey.
Oh, this picture right here?
Yeah, that's
Allison right there?
Yeah, that's Allison.
Or that's Allison.
That's one of our Eastwood Ranch events, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so
that is Jim Carrey. Hello.
Yeah, that's Maple Drive.
And there's Billy McNamara.
Movie.
Yep, there's Billy McNamara.
There's Billy McNamara.
You would love that movie, Chris.
I'll watch it. James B. Skiing? Is that how you said his name? Or Sicking? Sicking, okay.
Hill Street Blues.
Hill Street Blues. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You be careful out there. That's when TV was TV, man.
Absolutely.
That's when TV was TV, yeah. That's right. So
how many different places did you shop that to, Billy?
Which one?
The Trouble with Billy.
The Trouble with Billy. So it's been a real issue because couple of things. It was done a few years ago, and my own union, Screen Actors Guild, basically stopped me from selling it.
Really?
They claimed that I didn't pay pension and health, even though I was on a Screen Actors Guild union deferred.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Sons of
I remember you
bitches.
telling me that yesterday.
So the deferred contract means I don't have to pay anybody. But what I did is I did pay some people because I was trying to give my friends some cash.
Yeah.
You know? Well, I
Yeah.
didn't. The small print says if you pay anybody anything, the deferred contract is null and void. I didn't know that. So now
That
you owe
sucks.
all this money, up to $60,000 in
Oh my
pension
God.
and health, which I don't have. I don't have the money. So it's been a 2.5 year, going on 3 year struggle with them. And that's why I ended up releasing it myself on my website, thetroubledbilly.com. You could buy it, and a portion goes to Eastwood Ranch Foundation, or you can watch it for free with ads. A portion goes to Eastwood Ranch Foundation. On Red Coral Universe, they came in and said, "Hey, Billy, we'll let you distribute it on our platform, and we won't request the SAG paperwork." And I said, "Whoa, fantastic! Let's
Right
go!"
on.
And it's a great and. The guy that started Red Coral Universe is a guy named Larry Meistrich from New York. He's a legend in the independent film business. He has produced and financed over 150 movies. He's won an Academy Award for Sling Blade.
Wow.
He made Sling
right
Blade.
on. Good movie.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A lot of good independent movies he made. So
cool.
It was a great, a huge piece of luck meeting Larry Meistrich and getting his platform. And it's a phenomenal platform. Red Coral Universe. It's an app, so you can watch it on your smart TVs, Roku, Apple, Fire Stick, anywhere.
Nice.
And the
I'm gonna
internet too, if
download
you
it
wanna
right
watch
after
on
this.
Yeah. And it's in all the app stores. Just download it. It's free. And all the content is free. There's a lot of great content. So yes, I'm on Red Coral. Looks great on Red Coral. I've gotten a lot of compliments in the last.
I can't wait to watch it, man. I love a good comedy, and just the trailer sucked me in. So, a big FU to the people that told you that you can't be funny, because
right.
Okay, that leads me to another question. So Chris and I come from the music world, and I don't know how much you know about the battle with musicians trying to get paid, but we obviously got screwed in the streaming side of it. We don't get paid anything. You can't make a living off streaming. I think Snoop Dogg was the one that famously said I had over 1 billion views and I got $30,000.
Yeah.
How does that work on your side? Like I just watched 2 of your movies. Are you guys well compensated on the streaming side?
No, the streaming, you make nothing in residuals. And then in the 80s
Really?
and 90s,
Zero?
I made 50 cents, $1.50, $7.
So you guys are getting screwed just like we are.
Yeah, I think so. Just to give you an example, like I told you guys 6-7 months ago, Netflix was trending #1 around the world.
Yep.
For weeks. That means tens of millions of people watched Copycat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got my residual check.
Yeah.
It was $47 for probably 100 million views.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. That's why I wanted to bring that up. I want people to hear that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not good.
$47. What's that? Which the back one with Danny Glover?
Was it Danny Glover? Go.
Isn't that Danny Glover right there?
Oh wow, that's a cool pic. Yeah, that is Danny.
That's the other movie I wanted to ask you about.
Where'd you find that? That's not on
It's
my
on your.
feed.
It is, dude. It's on your Facebook page under photos.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go check that out.
Do you remember the name of that movie?
That movie was called Day of the Mummy or something. It was a mummy movie.
Yes, Day of the Mummy. Day of the Mummy. Yep.
Yeah. Danny Glover.
And that's a pretty recent movie, 2014, if I remember right.
Well, that's not that recent. Jesus.
Are you sure?
Day of the Mummy. Let's find out.
I think
2014 is that's.
I think that's what I saw.
12 years ago.
We'll leave it there. Billy with a gun. Billy's got a gun.
Okay. Yep. This Day of the Mummy.
Day of the Mummy. 2014.
I got a good memory.
Yep. 2014, Billy. No, December 9th, 2014. In the United States, as a direct-to-video and DVD premiere, which stars Danny Glover and was directed by Johnny Tabor. Initial preview a few weeks later, blah, 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 blah.
What was Danny Glover like to work with? Because I love him as an actor, too.
Oh, super nice guy, super humble. Just
love to hear it.
Yeah, a lot of these guys that are really talented and really famous, like Danny Glover, or they're really good. They're really good people. Really nice people.
How much interaction did you have with Sigourney Weaver when you were in Copycat? Because she's one of my favorites too.
Oh, a lot. And again, she was amazing. So yes, Sigourney Weaver was fantastic. And what's a great picture too? Yes, Sigourney Weaver's great. She's a consummate professional, very supportive, very generous. Just a great, her and Holly Hunter, two of my favorite female actors. I get to do it. And by the way, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what summer stock is. It's summer theater up in the Berkshires, or in my case, it was in Williamstown, where Williams College is. Every summer, they put on this incredible summer stock. And the two big names there, that's the first summer I was there, was Sigourney Weaver. She was on the main stage doing Streetcar Named Desire. And Chris Walken was playing the Brando roles, Kowalski.
Nice.
And then the second stage was Holly Hunter, before she was super famous, and she was doing a Beth Henley play called Lucky Spot. So here I am at Williamstown as a young, aspiring actor. I had not done anything but commercials around these two giant, and I never talked to them. They're too famous, but I would see them all the time because I'm, close in there, and so yes. And then years later, here I am doing a movie with these two superstars that I was in, at some Williamstown with. It was just, it was, it was
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. Another dream.
Yeah, we're still going down the rabbit hole of your photos, man.
Yeah, a lot of dog stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Billy's a big, big man when it comes to rescuing animals, horses, dogs. During the fires in California, he did a lot of animal rescues.
Yep.
Do you remember what that's from?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's because you have so many movies under your belt.
That's when you know a guy's worked a lot.
So many things.
Yeah. No idea.
Who was your favorite director to work with, if you can narrow it down to one?
I mean, one of the great ones for me was Diane Keaton in The Wildflower. She's an
I love Diane Keaton.
Me too.
I always thought she was great. I thought Diane Lane too. I love Diane Lane.
Yes, Diane Lane. But Diane Keaton was just a great actress, and she's been around a lot of the great directors. She's been worked with Francis Ford Coppola.
Sure.
She's worked with Woody Allen a bunch.
Yeah.
She was Al Pacino's girlfriend for many years. So
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So she's been around a lot of the, so she just has a lot of wisdom, knowledge, experience. She's so sweet and loving. She's and she loves that. So I would say Diane Keaton.
Okay. That's awesome. What's the worst? If you want to say the worst, you don't have to. You can just skip over that.
The same
question.
guy that did the Don Johnson movies, John Frank.
Dead Bang. Okay.
Just he abuses. He's very abusive. He was known for that, not just me.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's well known.
Yes, correct.
That's too bad. Too bad. The dark side of Hollywood, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of that dark side of Hollywood, you said that you had a drug problem at one time. How did you hide that? Because I never heard about that. Like a lot of actors when they're going through that.
Well, I didn't hide it. It was a big Us Magazine article about it.
Oh, you got outed back then?
Oh, yes. Oh, big time. Absolutely.
I was probably too busy trying to be a rock star and I missed it.
Yeah, no. I'm sober now. I'm in Alcoholics Anonymous for I just got 21 years in March.
You and Chris are tied.
21 years, February 19th.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm somewhere around 18.
Oh, fantastic. So, yeah. So,
there it is. There's my coin.
Yeah.
That's
fantastic.
It's not real, but I don't think you can really see it, but yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a running joke. Someone made fun of him because he bought it off Amazon, and that's just a running joke. It's not real.
Yeah, they said it wasn't real because it wasn't this typical, boring ones. It's just it's a
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Right. It's just and in the back it has what we all say at the meetings, and then it has the number of days in that triangle. But yeah, somebody actually posted when I shared it, like, well, that's not real. That's not a real AA coin. Like, okay, shut the front door. Like, really?
Yeah.
Just is that what you have to say today? I'm sorry you're having a bad day. You're not bringing me down.
I'll say it again.
So good job.
Fuck you, Jeffrey.
Yeah. So good job, Billy, man. Proud of you. Nice job.
Thank you.
It's not easy. Now, Oh, go ahead.
I'll never forget. On a long time ago, when IMDb was new in the early 2000s, they had this whole thing on me under the trivia about my cocaine problem.
Really?
So I'm like, oh my God, this is after I'm sober. I'm like, this is not good on IMDb. All they said about me, William McNamara, prominent cocaine addict.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got crazy. I got into the law and I understood, and I was able to get the IMDb's owned by Amazon. So I was able to get the lawyers, the law. Yeah, I was able to get a hold of their address. So I FedExed them a letter saying I'm going to sue them.
Yeah, good.
And so the guy, the lawyer calls me. He says, "Is this William McNamara?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay, what's the problem?" I said, "The problem is on IMDb, you guys in the trivia section, there's a whole thing about me, about being a cocaine addict. Now,
right.
I'm going to sue you. Where'd you get this information?" He said, "Sir, we got it from your website. Are you WilliamMcNamara.com?" I'm like, "Yes." "Are you aware that you've posted the Us Magazine article about your drug addiction?"
Oh, no.
I'm like, and he goes, "Now, just because I feel sorry for you because you're so stupid, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. But you really are a moron." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." What I said, "Thank you," and he removed it. So,
wow.
Yep.
So now, do you feel like that you went down that road simply out of depression, or what,
or just got caught up in it?
I just got caught up in it,
Yeah.
and we in AA we're told really not to analyze our disease. It's something that's there, and looking back is not going to help you. Rough childhood, all these things. Yeah, it's all possible. I don't know.
I just always tell people, Billy, I started out doing drugs, and then eventually drugs did me.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So here's a question, because here's Copycat picture. A lot of people so somebody like me who has not had your life, my struggles with alcoholism and staying sober stuff is going to be different than somebody that's in the spotlight. And when you were, in the 90s, you were pretty much in the spotlight. So were you at that time, when you had to be kind of when you're drinking and stuff, because 21 years for me was when 2005. So in the 90s, were you pretty heavy into the alcoholism and that kind of stuff? Is that a good assumption?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So where I'm leading with this question is, in the world you were living in, being this actor who's well known, who's liked and obviously recognized, does it make it that much harder to control that, or is it just meaning? Okay, so I don't know how to answer this question. So Matthew Perry died, right? He died of the chaos that consumed him, and recently saw something that the guy that he was paying $150,000 a year to be his go-to guy, his yes man, his buddy who lived with him, he paid him money, and then that guy got into trouble, for distributing the drugs and chasing the drugs down and stuff like that. So is it that kind of thing where nobody wants to step on your parade and say, "Billy, stop"? They're just kind of enabling you? Is that a good way to ask that question? That probably sounds stupidly confusing.
No, not really. My agents and managers were always worried about it and directing me towards a rehab and stuff like that.
Okay.
So no, I was self-willed run riot. I just did what I wanted to do. And cocaine, I wasn't a daily user of cocaine, so I could go months without coke. And then what will happen is I'm a binger. So I'm like, I haven't done coke for 3 months. I just wrapped a movie. So I don't do drugs when I'm doing a movie. I might drink, but that's it. And I never got super duper shit faced on alcohol, because that wasn't really my thing.
Okay.
So, and then the movie finishes, like, this weekend I'm going to go for the
party and celebrate. Yeah. Okay.
And that would last 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So it was more of, so it was self-driven. I've always worried. I'm not worried, but that's always been curious to me, because the public, society itself makes a big deal. Oh, Billy McNamara is 21 years sober. Yeah. Okay. So I'm 21 years sober too. What's the difference? So not, I'm not comparing myself to you as far as the upper echelon of the world, but it's just that one thing. It's like, okay, what's the biggest difference of a star struggling with addiction versus a normal everyday human being?
But I think your question is warranted, because I think the flip side of what you asked him happens too, to where somebody is so big, and I think Billy would agree, somebody is so big of an actor where people are actually afraid to say something to him, for fear of being excommunicated out of their circle or whatever, I don't want to push this person too far, so we're just going to let them do whatever they're doing. I don't think your question was unwarranted at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure how to phrase it. I had it in my head, but I couldn't get the words out. So what's up with you and Brooke Shields right here, Billy?
We dated very briefly, right before Stealing Home came out.
Okay.
She called me and wanted to meet me. I'm like, you betcha.
You so lived my childhood dream, brother. Jeez, Brooke Shields and Erica.
Yeah, she was another. Brooke Shields was a dream of mine as well when I was a little kid. I saw Pretty Baby as a little kid. I was like, I was in love with her, and then all of a sudden, one day out of the blue, I'm in New York City. I get a phone call. This voice says, "Hi, you may not believe this, but I am Brooke Shields." And
that's like crazy.
So at any point in time in your life when you're first coming up this ladder of celebrity status, did you ever just kind of step back and be like, "Holy shit! Like I'm going out with Brooke Shields tonight. I'm in this movie. This movie's in the theaters right now. I'm filming this one." Did you ever have one of those like moments like, wow, this is like really happening?
Yeah, that happened all the time. Yeah, of course, all the time. Yeah,
and I think that goes back to the fact that you're humble and you're not a narcissist about who you are. It's just it's like, wow, I'm living my best life.
Yeah, I was always in shock. I was like, wow, how is this happening? Is this possible?
Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. So that's awesome. Now, any awards in your career? Any, big, small?
Yeah, I've watched some independent film things. And then and I told you guys, I mentioned the ACE Awards in the 90s.
Yes.
So,
yes.
There was the Emmys for regular network television.
Yes.
And then there was the ACE Awards for the cable. And Emmys realized that they better buy the ACE Awards, and they did right after I was nominated for Best Actor. The other nominees in my category, this will say what the ACE Awards are compared.
I remember
to
this story. I think, yeah.
So the nominees were William McNamara, Jason Robards, John Voight, James Wood, and Jack Lemmon. Those are the nominees for the ACE Best Actor. These are some of the greatest actors ever.
Right.
I mean, James Woods was nominated when he played Cohen. It was the HBO movie he did where he played the lawyer of Trump. Cohen was his name.
Okay,
and
cool.
He was amazing in it.
Yeah.
I didn't see the John Voight movie. He's also an amazing actor.
Absolutely.
John Voight. But Jason Robards, we all know him, and we all know Jack Lemmon. So those are the cat, and my co-star, she won Best Actress. It was for Wildflower, for Patricia Arquette.
Arquette, right? Nice. I saw that. Yep.
So the ACE Awards were superior, in my opinion, superior to the Emmys, and that's why the Emmys right away said, "Nope, we can't have that because these are the real actors."
Yeah, but that's pretty amazing to have been nominated in that. With those other actors. I mean, that alone right there tells you that you reached a level of your ability that people recognized.
Yes.
Of your craft, which is cool.
Right.
Which is cool, Yeah, this is on your IMDb page now, just so you know. We're scrolling for photos. Oh, this last one was?
Yeah.
Whoops. Let's go.
A lot of playmates in the 90s.
Such a bummer for you, Billy. Oh, look, there's Billy's face.
Yeah, we're all feeling really sorry for you, Billy.
We're feeling really sad for you dating the playmates and the Brooke Shields.
Let's take a moment of silence right here for Billy and all the struggles he had to go through.
all the beautiful women he had to date. Yeah. I'm sorry, Billy.
Surviving the Game. I remember that one too.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. Actually,
it was.
Is that the one where they're hunting the human?
Yeah, they're hunting.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Who I met at Smitty's in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it was a great little movie. It was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. How's Gary Busey as a human?
Gary's, he's got a really good heart. He's a little off, but the funny thing is, he came on set to the movie and he ad libs a lot, right?
Oh, okay.
It improvises a lot.
Yeah.
It's so much so the other actors are like, wait a minute, what's going on? This is not the scene that we memorized last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a great scene in Surviving the Game the night before the hunt.
Okay.
And we got this big stuffed pig that we're going to eat for dinner on the table.
Okay. Okay.
And he just goes off. Again. Oh, there we are. He just goes off on a tangent out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, we're all just sitting there kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And he just does this thing, best thing in the movie. It's the best thing in the movie.
Nice.
It's a brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
No, so F. Murray Abraham, one of the ultimate character actors. Right.
Amadeus.
I was just gonna say Amadeus, dude. Yes.
Outstanding.
Brilliant in that. Brilliant.
And he was also brilliant in Homeland, the TV series on Showtime.
Yes.
That's one of the best series ever, man. I love that show.
He's a brilliant actor.
Within, another good movie. And now Eric Roberts, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've always thought this. Eric Roberts is Julia Roberts' brother, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I thought so, but some people thought it was insane. So
he's a great actor too.
Right, but now I have back.
Julia Roberts.
Now.
Julia Roberts wouldn't be where she is today if it wasn't for Eric.
Really?
Why so?
Oh, why so?
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
We don't know. We're asking you, man.
Yeah. Before she was ever an actress, it's like the Baldwin brothers, Stephen and Billy. Great actors. Okay. I love them. They're both great guys. But their last name Baldwin is because of Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
Movie star.
Okay.
So when Eric Roberts got started, he was so good looking, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was a kid, young as a young adult.
Okay.
So good looking. And he was one of the most amazing actors on planet Earth. The level maybe better than Sean Penn.
Wow.
You got Star 80, Pope of Greenwich Village.
The
one with Pope of Greenwich Village and the one with the Runaway Train.
Oh, yeah. That's a good movie, too. Yeah.
And his first movie, Coca-Cola Kid. Just see those 4 movies, and you will see that he is a superstar. Now, he had a drug problem. He had a bad drug problem.
Okay.
And it completely. So Julia Roberts had the last name Roberts, and she was Eric Roberts' sister. That's how she got. Got it.
Wow,
that is
a lot of these actors, a lot of them, that they're brothers or sisters of. I don't know if Stephen Baldwin or Billy Baldwin would have made it as big as they did if it wasn't for the door being opened by Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Right. So Eric Roberts is the reason why Julia Roberts, and yes, she's a good actress, but she got her break because of her. People are like, oh my God, she's Eric Roberts' sister. Eric Roberts called me today and said, would I see having Eric Roberts call you in the 90s or the late 80s, early 90s? It's like having Robert De Niro call you.
But what a reversal of roles. I asked the question because now if you ask the average American, they would say, oh yeah, just like Chris did. Is that Julia Roberts' brother?
Right.
I've had that. In fact, I do these verticals, which is a new form of television, and a lot of them are young people in their very early 20s. And we're in a dressing room in Burbank sharing a dressing room with all these youngsters. And they saw a picture of Eric Roberts on the wall, and they said, "Oh, he does all these B movies, and he's so lucky. He's so lucky that he rides on the coattails of his sister." And I said, "Whoa!" I said the same thing I said to you. Hold on. And I named the movies. I said, "No, guys, you have it completely wrong. He's a legend. He opened the door for Julia Roberts.
That's crazy.
Very
man.
lucky, and she came in on his coattails. Now she's great."
Absolutely.
She's great. Must be something in their family. I think Eric Roberts' daughter is very famous now. Is it Emma Roberts or something?
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. So some of these families have phenomenal. All the Arquettes are phenomenal. It's it must be in their blood, I guess. But by the way, Patricia Arquette and David Arquette wouldn't be anywhere today, I don't think, because it's so good about Roseanne Arquette.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
So these siblings or parents that open the door for you, it makes a huge difference in life. It makes a huge difference.
Now, speaking of siblings, there was a movie made in the 80s called The Long Riders. It was a Western. You ever see it?
I know it, but I don't think I saw it.
Okay. The Carradine brothers, the Keach brothers, the Quaid brothers, the Guest brothers, one of my all-time favorite Westerns ever.
He had me go watch it, Billy. It's so good.
I did. It came out at a time when Westerns kind of like fell to the wayside. Like that was, you're past that, because the 80s was all about John Hughes type thing, you know, the teenager coming of age type stuff, all the younger actors and stuff. And then this comes out. And it just, every now and then it pops up. I forget what it's streaming on now, but if you ever get the opportunity, you're bored, The Long Riders. It's all the brothers, man. They play such a, it's cool because again, you have the Carradines playing the younger side. The Keaches are playing the James side, and then the guests are the Charlie and Bob Ford. I forget the name of the Quaids, who they played in the movie, what brothers they were, but just a really good Western. If you like Westerns, it goes pretty quick. You know, the Carradine brothers, David Carradine was fantastic. Robert Carradine, both of them. Robert Carradine just passed away. But just a great Western if you like Westerns, man. By all means, it's a good flick to watch for sure. Aside from the Trouble with Billy, you know. I mean, watch Trouble with Billy first.
I love the Carradine brothers. And right before I did Robert Carradine's podcast. Right before.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So.
Well, anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
That's we really covered a lot there. I'm pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Everybody definitely go watch The Trouble with Billy. I'm going to do that myself tonight. That's on my watch list now.
Yeah, we will put it up on our Facebook page so people can go click that link and just download the app and go have fun. The trailer was fantastic. I'll put the trailer up there too. Funny as hell. So love the fact that you gave us your time today, because time, the most precious commodity we all have. You're just a really cool human, which we love. Your life resume is fantastic. I have no idea some of the stuff that you've gone through in your lifetime. So kudos to you. You're 21 years sober. I know that. We all know that. That's not an easy task. So kudos to you.
Nope.
Come back whenever you want. You have my number. You know, anytime you want. Something else comes up in your horizon, you're going to start doing. If you're going to shoot another movie, you're going to do another series. By all means, come back on the show. Let's talk about it. Let's pimp you out. You know, because that's what we do, man. You know,
you got an open invitation here anytime, Billy. This has been a blast, and
it has.
It's cool to talk to somebody who, you know, like we do with musicians who we've listened to for years. You know, we watched you in movies for years, and to put a voice with that face, and like Chris said, to find out that you're a genuine human being. It's been a blessing, man. So thank you for coming on and doing this.
Thank you. It's been a blast for me as well. It's been great.
Yeah. And I did send you the link while we're on the show, so you can you can read this story about you being one of the hottest 90s heartthrobs.
Thank you. I'm going to have to post that.
Damn right.
These girls I'm trying to
You might have. There you go. Hey, for the Chris and Mike Show, this is William McNamara. We call him Billy. You go Google him. You're going to find all his stuff. He's been in over 150 movie credits to his name. Just a super nice guy, fantastic human with a great life resume. And I don't know how you could be feeling sad, sorrow, or depressed after this episode, but if you are, text 988. Somebody's there to help talk you off the cliff. You don't leave a hole in somebody else's heart because you choose not to wake up tomorrow. It's a struggle. We get it, but change your mindset by calling somebody to help you. Go run, go journal, go scream in a pillow, go do something to change your mindset so you wake up tomorrow, because tomorrow is always a better day. For the Chris and Mike Show, I'm Chris, he's Mike, and again, this is the one and only William McNamara. What else can be said? Thank you very much, Billy. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Mike, my brother. Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother.
Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to everybody soon.
Thanks again, Billy.
Peace.
See you later. All right.
Don't leave yet.
man. You took your breath on the Almighty's hand. You got a dream, who in your life to keep on soaring every night. Take the trip behind your eyes. Feel the soul revolution night. Yeah. Take a moment.